in the success table and get it all started with. How did you get involved with football as a kid?
Uh, my dad played when he was younger. And one day when I turned 11, he was like, "You want to play a sport?" I was like, "Yep." He's like, "What sport?" I said, "Football." So he took me to the to the local youth sports organization, which was the Nicetown Stillers, and he signed me up.
I hear you, man. Besides your dad, who else were some of your sports role models?
My aunt, Marilyn Stevens, who's one of the leading scorers and rebounds and rebounder in Temple University basketball history. Jerry Rice, Michael Jordan, of course. That's just those are my main ones right there.
I hear you, man. So scrolling it forward for you personally, the NFL transition for you, uh, how did you build trust with Sam Bradford straight from the off the gate, man? How did you build confidence with him?
Well, I would say it was more so the other way around because Sam was such an amazing college quarterback. I went to a very small school, so we didn't really run into too many people of that status. So my first time at practice, I was actually like kind of starstruck, seeing all these guys that I see on national TV all the time. And then now I'm literally sharing a locker room with them. But Sam he just instilled confidence in me because going from small schools, you don't really get the velocity from the passes that the quarterback throw. So it's not only adjusting to the speed, it's adjusting to the verbiage, it's adjusting to the speed of the footballs. It's adjusting to how timely your cuts are. Like, it's a lot. It's a big adjustment. And, he just kept throwing me the ball. So whether it was in practice, no matter what, when you just have a guy that constantly don't mind throwing you the ball, that just instills confidence in yourself. And then just being able to talk to him on a daily basis, like, he really knew his stuff.
Definitely, man. So if you had to pick, what was your favorite NFL moment for you personally?
My favorite moment was, I'm going to say, can I pick two?
Yeah, more the merrier,
man.
man.
So my number one favorite is when I found out that I made the team. Because just the story just of me going to one college, having a great career, being on the NFL boards, and then transferring schools and really not doing anything. I mean, not really playing, battle injuries, to go from top 60 as far as receivers, all receivers as a junior, to sitting out a year and then coming back still top 100 and not even really getting in the game, to being able to get a call for a rookie minicamp tryout. So I was a very long shot, but just to be sitting there, and then outside of myself, sitting there with Darian Stewart, me, Darian Stewart, Jamel Cujo, us three literally found out we made the team at the same moment. Like, and it was just so relieving and so exciting for us to find out, because all three of us were undrafted free agents. So that's my number one favorite moment. And then my number two is when I had an opportunity to block a punt. So I do have a block punt under my belt. So I do have an NFL
stat. Hey, at least it's better than zero, man.
Exactly.
Hey, anything's better than zero or negative. Yep. If you go in the red, that's another bad thing.
Right. I'm in the green.
I hear you, man. So life after football for you, Dominique, how have you applied the trials and tribulations of the game of football to your personal life?
Just adapting quickly, because you don't really have time to adapt when it comes to football. Obviously, the change in coaching staffs for me, the change in offices, the change in defenses, the adjustments is on the fly, and really figuring out life after football, because for my undergraduate, it was very difficult for me to try to tap into that realm in career, because I was so far removed, and I didn't have a lot of credentials that those people needed. So literally just trying to find myself. I was trying to find jobs that wasn't really hiring me just because I was a football player. Believe it or not, some people, I go to interviews and they'll look at my resume and be like, "Yeah, man, so tell me a little bit about Cam Newton." I I really didn't like working for those jobs. So just really just trying to find a career where I can apply what I learned during football in that time.
For sure. So my next two questions, Dominique, are brought to you by B&D Sports Media. How can the Rams, one of your former teams, limit the 49ers offense this weekend and make it to the Super Bowl?
Oh man, I'm highly rooting for my team, but San Fran is a hot team. They play very well. They're very elusive. They're very explosive. They come with a lot of energy. There's not too many offenses that have the type of energy that they walk out the locker room with. So San Fran is definitely going to be riding on a high wave. But playing the team for a third time in the season, I mean, it gives you a lot to be able to adjust to. So with what the battles tested that the Rams have been through, I think our experience is going to help us fight through that. And then just our hunger right now. I feel as though my guys, they're extra hungry. They're going to be a hungrier team than San Fran. And the ability to host is going to be amazing.
Definitely, man. That scrolls us forward to the next question, man. Bigger impact for the Rams, trade acquisitions, or one's a trade, the other one was a free agent pickup. Odell or Von Miller? Who's had the biggest impact on the squad for the Rams?
Oh man, you put me in a tough position, man, because those two elite guys right there, like, they bring value. They bring so much value. I'm a wide receiver, so I know a lot of people would think I would say Odell, but I actually would go with Von Miller. And the reason why is because we're adding him to that defensive line. That puts teams in a bind because now they got a single block. The big guy, number 99. And I don't even know if there's a team that can do that on a consistent snap-to-snap basis. And he just really makes it difficult for any team to roll to his side, like it's too tough. You can't single block. You can't single block Aaron Donald. So by adding Von, that puts them in a bind. But Odell is so special, man. Like, he's a special player right there.
Definitely. Hey, I think it all worked out for the Rams when they signed him and Robert Woods got injured.
Yes, I'm a Robert Woods guy. I love the way he played, and picking up Odell, it just electrifies the offense even more. Especially once he got acclimated to the plays. Oh, he's rolling, as you can see.
Heck yeah! They also picked up Weddle too, from retirement.
Yeah, they might as well come call me out of retirement.
They should.
I'll bring my own shoulder pads too.
I hear you, man. Well, Dominique, it's been a blessing to have you on our show, and we'd welcome you back for another one, my friend.